In a small town lived a boy named Egor. He was 9 years old, and more than anything in the world, he loved playing Roblox. Every day after school, he quickly finished his homework, helped his mom clean his room, and sat down at the computer. In the world of Roblox, Igor had many favorite games. He built houses, raced cars, searched for treasure, and even saved virtual cities from monsters. But most of all, he loved playing together with his friends, Artem, Kirill, and Masha. They often gathered in the evenings and invented their own adventures. One day, Igor entered a new game that almost everyone at school was talking about. It was called Mystery Island. A message appeared on the screen. Only the bravest players can discover the island's greatest secret. Igor smiled and pressed the play button. A second later, his character appeared on the shore of a huge green island. Palm trees rustled in the wind, colorful birds flew overhead, and in the distance stood a tall mountain. His friends appeared beside him. "Look!" Artem shouted. "There's an old map here." Kirill picked up a virtual scroll. On the map was a path through the jungle leading to an ancient castle. "There must be treasure hidden there," said Masha. The friends immediately set off on their adventure. Along the way, they faced many challenges. First, they jumped across giant stones above a river. Then they ran away from funny monkeys throwing bananas at them. They also discovered a dark cave filled with puzzles. On the cave wall, glowing words appeared. "Only friendship can open the way." Igor thought for a moment. Then he noticed 4 colorful buttons. "We need to press them all at the same time," he guessed. The friends quickly stood by the buttons and pressed them together. A loud rumble echoed through the cave, and a stone door slowly opened. "Hooray, we did it!" Masha shouted happily. Behind the door was a long bridge over a deep canyon, but the bridge looked old and shaky. Artem became scared. "I can't cross it." Igor walked over to his friend and said, "Don't be afraid. We'll cross together." The friends slowly moved forward. Whenever someone felt scared, the others encouraged them. Together, they finally reached the ancient castle. Inside the castle stood a giant golden chest. Written on the lid were the words, "The greatest treasure is true friendship." The chest opened, and instead of gold, bright lights and special game rewards flew out for the whole team. "That's it?" Kirill asked in surprise. But Igor smiled. "No, the real treasure is that we made it through together." His friends agreed. They realized the adventure was fun not because of the rewards, but because they helped one another and never left anyone behind. When the game ended, Igor turned off the computer and looked out the window. Evening had arrived and stars were beginning to shine in the sky. His mom called him for dinner. "How was your day?" she asked. "It was amazing," Igor replied. "Today we found a real treasure." His mom looked surprised. "Really?" Igor smiled and said, "Yes, I learned that friends are the most valuable treasure of all." From that day on, Igor appreciated his friends even more. And although they continued playing Roblox, he always remembered one important thing. Any game becomes truly special when you have friends beside you who are ready to support you at any moment.